Yeah, let's do this. When you're ready, please do come into standing. And as you standing, what we are going to do, we do a couple testing walking first, and then we will sit down in the chair and we work a little bit with our hips and the movement of the hips through the pelvis. So when you're ready to take a couple steps as you walk normal with your own pace, in your own pace, and as you're walking, gently, slowly, slow down your walking a little bit, so you can begin to noticing that, and don't change anything, and don't judge anything. Just notice the quality of your walking, because later on we would like to come back to our walking and to see is there any change. And when you feel okay, let's come on to the chair and we do another one for warming up a little bit in our awareness. So let me move the bolster away so you can see that. So you turn yourself in a way that you can hold on onto the chair but comfortable. The reason why I turn this way, because later on I don't need to change the chairs again. But for me, I'm okay with holding the chair in this way, but maybe with you, you're not comfortable. Maybe this would be the best way, and please do it with whatever way that it helps you feel comfortable. So we will work a little bit with the outer leg, the outside leg. So at the moment, my outside leg is the right one. So let's do together with the same side, so it may be a little bit much easier for you. So let's turn with the right leg outside and our left hand holding on the chair, and very gently, slowly in your awareness, that kind of like you releasing the weight of your body down to the earth, and let your breath flowing in naturally. And as you're breathing out naturally, just let the gravity take your weight, the weight of your body. And just go for a couple of times just like that, breathing in and out naturally. Breath flowing in, traveling through. Breath flowing out, traveling through. And when you feel you're right with your breathing, everything settling, just allow both of your knees a little bit softening. Releasing your tailbone to the floor, to the earth, and releasing your ankles. To everything in your body become a little bit soft. And when you're ready, to let the breath free flowing in and out. Very gently, slowly, you shift your weight to the inner leg, which is inside the left leg a little bit, very gently. And when you feel you're ready, as you're shifting your weight into the inner leg, into the left leg, bend the right knee a little bit more until your right heel coming off the floor. And then you're coming back where it was, both knees soft, both ankles soft, toes soft. And breathe easily. And so I really hope after you do all of the little exercise video that I sent before, you'll be able to slow down a little bit much easier, because sometimes slowing down, suddenly from very busy life, and we're slowing down and tuning in and feel micro movement, it's really hard. So if you do your bone squeezing or your facial massage first before you come to this one, and zoom in and zoom out, it helps you very much just to feel a little tiny movement in the body. So very gently, again, slowly shift your way into the inner leg, and at the same time bend the right knee, the left knee still bending, until when you feel your right heel coming off the floor. And again, this practice is not a demanding practice, It's an invitation practice. It means that you do in your own pace. Whenever you need a little rest, sit down, have a rest, have a cup of tea, and then come back to it later. The video is always here for you. So this is very opposite with what we practice in a gym for strengthening. This is more about like the less you exhaust yourself, the more your brain will learn better. So it's not about how many times repetition that we need to do. It's more about what do you actually feeling and experiencing in your body. That will count for the change, because we are working with our brain, with the nervous system, through the movement of the body. And then the next one, as you do this one, and what we are going to looking for, we would like to feel when the knee is going forward, what happening in our pelvis. Is there any turning in our pelvis? Is there any turning in our spine? So we softening the knees, softening both ankles, and then we're shifting weight a little bit toward the inner leg, the left leg. Maybe hands on your pelvis bones, you can feel it. As the right knee keep going forward until the heel lifting up, you might feel that there is a little bit turning on your right pelvis toward the left. And as you releasing with your heel going back and your weight going back into both legs, you might feel your pelvic rotation back where it was. So a couple more times, shifting weight as you breathe easily, lifting the outer knee, keep coming forward, and there's a little turning. If you're not staring your eyes in one particular place, and if you allow your freedom, we talk about vestibular system, if you allow the freedom in your head, freedom in your neck, freedom in your spine, there is a rotation from your right hip, go around, and it turns toward the left. And then just coming off of the chair, standing. See, what do you notice? Any different in both legs? Really harvesting, tasting that experience of what the different. And take a couple step for walking. See, what do you notice? What change? And then let's do the other side, please. So what I'm going to do, I turn this side. You make yourself comfortable. And let's do the other side, which is this time our left leg will be outside and the right leg will be inside. A very comfortable weight. We releasing our pelvis, the weight of the pelvis, releasing the knees, releasing the ankles. So the knees will be a little bit softening, and because it's softening, then it's bending a little bit. There is softness in your ankles, in your toes bone. Relax your tummy. And when you feel you're ready, shifting your weight to the inner leg, at the moment will be the right leg. And then both knees still softening, ankles still softening. And let your left knee go a little bit forward until when the left heel coming off. And then back where it was. So shift weight first. And the knee come forward. And let your breath free. Keep breathing. You all do very well. And one of the things I find it really interesting, you guys keep doing what you're doing. I told you through a couple of things. So with some people, the best way to do that, they switch some soft music on, so they can tune in into their body a little bit much easier. And some of us maybe need a lot of quiet moment to be able to feel. So try both. See what works best for you at that moment. And then with the second movement, that we put our hands on the pelvis to help us to feel what's going on, what's happening. Both knees soft, shifting weight. Outside knee come forward until heel coming up. Eyes not staring in anywhere, they're softening in your gaze. Vestibular system, freedom in the neck, freedom in the spine, freedom in your head. Shifting weight. Right, left knee go forward. There's a slightly turning and coming back. And again, harvesting time, noticing time. How do you feel you're standing now? And then take a couple steps as you're walking. Noticing what you notice, feel what you feel, the quality of your walking. And please come to sit on the chair. And I would suggest that we sit a little bit in front of the chair rather than rolling on the back like this. And the reason why we're doing this one, because when we're rolling our pelvis backward, the hip joint don't have any more freedom. The pelvis could not move properly. And so just allow yourself sit a little bit toward the front of the chair. It will help to sit you upright a little bit more, much better. And throughout the class, anything you need to change, for example, if you need to hold on to the chair for your balance, then please do. But the point of this practice is that do it slowly. Do what easy, what comfortable for you, and your breath is the key. So as soon as you feel that you stop breathing, it's an indicator that we do a little bit much more rather than we're relaxing into the movement and see what happens. And so for now, just sit in the way that you feel the most comfortable. The same, releasing the weight of your pelvis toward the earth so your tummy can relax, your lower belly can relax. And feel your feet on the floor, noticing the quality of your sitting. Freedom in your head, freedom in the neck, freedom in your spine. See what you notice as you sit just this way. And when you're ready, we will start with the right leg first. So very gently, if you've got poster, then bring the poster in front of you. And if you don't have it, it's fine. Don't worry about that. The left hand for balance, maybe just holding on to the chair. And then with your right hand, get hold of your right leg in whatever position that you feel the most comfortable for you. So when you hold on to your right leg, you can hold on to your under the right kneecap a little bit. Some people feel better if they hold on the back. You work with what's good for you. And sometimes some people, they lie really high, and sometimes people do it very low. It doesn't matter. The point is you don't roll your pelvic backwards. That's the main point. And the second one is your ease and your comfort. So by doing this one, I suggest that don't watch the video, don't look at that. When you're doing that, just listen. When I guide you, please, and listen to yourself also. So right leg, the right hand, get hold of the right leg and find a very easy, comfortable way. So sometimes for me, the left hand resting on the left leg, I find more comfortable. And very gently, slowly, you bring the right knee outward. It means go more toward the right. And again, freedom in the head. Freedom in your vestibular system. And you do very gently, slowly take the right knee outward. And then back to where it was. And rest. And it's quite a lot to do actually. It's not easy. It looks like that, but it's a lot of work on your lower belly. So take care of yourself. Do it gently. And when you're ready, try it again. But this time as you take it out, can you wait a little bit until when your body take the out breath? And then you have a go. And as your body take the in breath, you're coming back. And see what else can you relax in your body a little bit. It could be there is a lot of tension on the shoulder because the hand holding. It could be that tension on the elbows. So can you find a way to lifting your leg and take your leg out without any tension through the whole body? So zoom in into the knees, at the same time zoom out through the whole body, and see what else can you relax a little bit more. And again, you can rest anytime you need to rest. And take a cup of water, a little bit tea next to you as you practice, so everything not too serious. And please try it again. So right hand, right knee, a little bit outward, a little bit inward. So we are interested in training our brain and our awareness also to be able to recognize what happened. Is it my hip joint movement? Is it only when the knee move? Is it only the knee move? Or is there anything else happening in the body? And if so, can I notice that? And then to have a little rest. The next one we are going to do together, we use the opposite hand to hold the right knee. So the left hand will hold the right knee. So some people again find best if they're holding on to the chair. And some people they're just relaxing. So you choose which one works for you. And very gently, slowly, you bring your right knee toward the left. And we just go inward a little bit. See what you notice. Is it the same feeling with the other one, with the other way? Yeah, just a couple of times. Do it easy. Maybe on the out breath. Rest when you need. And sometimes I find we got the tendency that we need to move more for moving better. And this is not that one. See, if you can keep reducing your effort of trying your best. Really relaxing way. Take the knee in and see what happens. Where else in my body that I can relax a little bit more. And you can do this one as you lie down. So the lying down will take a lot of pressure off. The sitting a little bit more difficult, but when we do the sitting, we work a lot on lower core. So that's a good. So have a little rest here. Have a sip of water. See what you notice. What happened in two of your hip joint. The next one we are going to do together, which is we would like to notice when the right hip joint moving, what happening on the left hip joint through the pelvis. What happening on the pelvis bones? Is there any movement in the pelvis bone? And so by that, it means that we need to play one hand. And so if you lie down on the floor, sometimes people like to put their hands on their low back as they lie down on the floor. With sitting, sometimes I do this one, I quite like my hand under my bottom. So you pick what is good. But for this video, I will put my hands on my back, at the sacrum area. So you pick which area that you would like to do. The whole pelvis region basically. So when you feel you're ready, Right hand, right leg. Find comfort, relax your shoulder. And a couple times very gently, slowly as your breath flowing out. You take the right knee outward and see what's happening in the sacrum area. What do you feel? What do you notice? And keep releasing your attention. If you feel too much, relax your knees again and do it again. And you can do one and then relax, and then do two and relax. It's fine. But see, what do you notice? And when we're tensing up, we can't notice anything. So it might be a good time just to lower your leg down a little bit rather than leave it too high up. Maybe just like that, it's already enough. As long as you feel things, that's the most important thing. You don't have to lift very high. Also at the right knee move, one thing that I learned in the lesson is nothing in the body isolate. In some kind of degree it moves together when it comes to a certain point. They're very interesting. That I know about that, but really in my body I don't feel it. So how can the building in more actual body experiences? You're really feeling it rather than you don't know and it's just somewhere here. So the next one we are going to do, opposite hand. And we put our hand behind our back, whatever way that it helps, just to feel what's happening. Freedom in the head, freedom in the neck, freedom in your breath as you move. And really encourage a lot of loving attention for yourself as you do this. Don't judge. Whatever you move, fantastic. Keep going. And then just rest. See what you notice. Is there anything different between one sit bone and the other sit bone through your pelvis? What do you notice is the weight of your leg in one side with the weight of the other leg? What you notice is one side of your body, like one shoulder with the other shoulder. And if your eye closed, what's happening in the weight of one eyeball? Contrast with the other one. Fantastic. Shall we try the other side, please? So I might turn this way and see what happens. I think I can't because the chair set up this way. Let me move things away. Let's do with our left foot, please. So sit in the way comfortable, releasing your pelvis down to the floor, feet to the floor. Keep releasing the tension. And then left hand get hold of the left knee. Right hand could be on the chair, could be on your knee. And very gently, slowly, as you breathe out, you take it out. As you breathe in, you take it in. And I will stop talking a bit just for you to focus on yourself. And see where else in your body that you can relax a little bit more. And again, don't forget, rest anytime you need to rest. And try it again. Just a couple of times. Freedom in the head. freedom in the neck, freedom in your breathing, freedom in the spine. Freedom in the shoulder, the hands, the fingers, the feet. Freedom in your pelvis. And then let go. Have a little resting here. And again, rest anytime you want to. And please opposite hand. So the left knee and the right hand get hold of the left knee. And a couple of times you just take the leg out, the left knee out and in. Everything in your body can turn. Freedom in the movement. And again, rest when you need. And please try it again. Where else in your body is it? Noticing, is it the same way? When you take your knees out with opposite hand, do you feel the same or you feel a little bit more challenged when you do it with the same hand? It's just difference, isn't it? Different coordination. And this one we cross the midline. So to have a little rest. Absorbing, noticing, harvesting. And then let try with the hands behind our back. Actually on the pelvis. So we know what's happening is the pelvis at the knee moving in and the knee moving out. And how does it translate that into another hip joint, into another leg? So left hand, left leg, left knee going out. Everything in your body can turn. Everything in your body can move. There is freedom. And then we cross hand. So left hand, right hand on the left knee, and your left hand on your sacrum for feeling. As the left knee moving out, what's happening on your pelvis, bones on your spine on that side. And actually, if you go all the way down to your foot, you will feel the right foot also change the pressure. And the pressure on your sit bone also changing on the right side. And the right thigh as the knee moving. So there is a movement of the whole body, the coordination of the whole body. And one of the things that's really beautiful that I heard somebody say it a long time ago is the coordination in the body is a music. The music of your body. Which is when somebody operates, they can't find where is the coordination because it's the music, it's not a muscle. It's not a tendon, it's not a ligament, it's a music of your body. And you are the one to make that music, your own music. So to rest, coming in and noticing. How does it feel now? And again, take the rest as much as you can. If you feel this is enough, stop the video and then come back, do a little bit more when you're ready. But what I'm going to do, that I will take you to the second step. So the second step, what we are going to do, that we will let the left knee a little bit falling outward. So for do it reasons, do it this way. Sometimes you might find struggling with your ankles a little bit. So for me, I find the best way to do, well, if I sit on the corner of the chair, I find a little bit more falling out the outer leg a little bit much easier. So you find a way what it work best for you, and give your balance, which is you don't have to falling out of the chair. The knees don't have to be, the ankle don't have to turn all the way through. It could be just a little bit opening of the left knee outward, and that absolutely fantastic. So you don't need more than that. So in your own pace, just let the left knee a little bit open outwardly, and we do the same movement but with different position on the leg, especially on the left leg. You're falling outward a bit, and then get hold of the chair, sit comfortable, get right hand make contact with the right knee, and then just a couple of times, freedom in the head, freedom in the spine, and freedom in the breathing. The right knee going in and out. See what you notice, and everything in your body can turn, everything can move. And again, rest anytime you need to rest, and come back anytime you need to come back. And I will suggest that you rest a lot in this position because of falling out of the knee, especially with the ankle on the left leg. And then try it again. Because sometimes this is quite unusual way for the way how we're resting our leg. Take it easy. Very peaceful here. The birds singing in the garden. It's a warm day. Still a bit cold though. But sunshine. And rest a bit. And then we do the same. Let the left leg falling out. And now we do opposite. Hand get hold of the right knee. So left hand get hold of the right knee. And let it's open a little bit. And then the closing. So the right knee go outward. Everything in your body is soft. Everything in your body can turn. So the right knee going out. What happening into the right hip joint? And what happening into the left hip joint through the pelvis? See, what do you notice? So we're looking for the rippling, the echo movement, echo of the knees, right knee as it moves, how it translates into the right hips and through the pelvis, and how it goes into the left hip and go all the way down to the toes. So have a moment resting. And then let's try the other side. So this time the right knee will falling outward a little bit. And then we get hold of the left knee with the left hand. And it go outward, it go in. Then try it again after a little resting. Feel it, how it translates from the left knee, how it translates into the right hip joint through the pelvis and down to the toes on the right foot. How is your shoulder doing? What's happening into the left shoulder, and how the movement from left shoulder translates into the right shoulder. Have a little rest. And let your knee falling, the right knee falling outward again. And we use the opposite hand. So we cross over with the left hand on the right hand on the left knee. And your left hand maybe somewhere in the chair. And allow everything in your body turning. See, what do you notice with your turning this time? As the left knee going out, turning outward, what happened in the right hip joint through the pelvis? Have a little rest. And then try it again. And please have a little bit good rest, full rest. And the next one, we will let the leg falling out again, but this time we put our hand around the pelvis, sacrum area. So left leg falling out, please. And then you let the right hand get hold of the right knee. And the left hand behind you. And again, remember, everything can turn. Your whole body can turn. It's quite balancing both position actually. Because you have to balance yourself in two sit bones, and on a little bit on the side of your left foot. So find comfort. And you find this area this way very challenged, then to hold on onto the chair, it's fine too, but find a way to do what easy with your own range, and you'll be able to breathe. It's quite helpful you do this as you take the out breath, and the reason why it lets pressure in the chest area and in the tummy, so the turning become a little bit much easier. And then resting, please. Have rest. And cross the hand over. So left knee falling, left leg falling out a little bit. Right leg, right knee, and the left hand. Get hold, and then the right hand behind you. So you can feel the movement, how it translates. So sometimes it's quite interesting when we're observing the back, but sometimes with the back, with a lot of us, it's not easy. So you can bring your awareness down into your sit bone and see as your knee moving, what's happening in the sit bones area, in the pelvic floor area, what move and what stay. And please do rest. And be gentle with your ankle, please. So I go with my ankle a little bit too far, but when you guys open, just make sure that you're really comfortable with that position. And then let the right knee falling outward. And we're lifting the left leg, and the hand, it could be behind your back, it could be your awareness on the sit bone, it could be holding on the chair. And as you breathe out, outward opening and closing. See how the movement traveling from the knees to the left hip joint, to the right hip joint, down to the right foot, the left hip joint, to the left sit bone, to the right sit bone, to the pelvic floor. What do you notice? And please do rest. This time we have a full rest, please. And we got one more to go together. See what you notice in the quality of your breathing and the quality of your sitting. How you feel yourself as you sit. So this is the last one. With if you lie down, you will lift both legs off the floor, and you're holding on both knees, one hand, the other hand. But because we're sitting, so we don't do that. If we do that, we're falling backward. And we will rotation. So we're talking about that before, so that the hip joint be able to swing forward, backward, left and right, but also be able to rotation around its socket for you to have a healthy walking. So what we are going to do, we'll bring awareness about rotation and see what's happening in the hip joint. So one hand you're resting, right hand take the right knee, and find your way just a little bit rotation of the right knee. Keep your head free, freedom in the head. We talk about vestibular, freedom in the spine. So as the right knee, draw a little bit circle. Small or big, it doesn't matter. Sometimes small you feel much better than the bigger one. Noticing what do you feel in the bone socket joints on the left hip, on the right hip. And again, rest anytime you need to rest. I will go the whole way through, but please do rest. And then revert to circle. But again, it's not about how big the circle can you draw. It means nothing. It's more about what are you aware of. As the right knee draw the circle, what's happening in the right hip joint? What's happening on your left or on your right sit bone? That's what's happening on your right shoulder. Your right shoulder blade, your right collarbone. And then the rest. One of the things I forgot to say, and I should say this one from the beginning. The first few times, you might feel it, you might not feel it. That when I lift my leg up, for the first few times when I do this kind of thing, I feel my legs like 10,000 kilos. It's so heavy. The more you keep going back and going back, going back, going back, and practice, the more lighter you will feel. So don't give up if you feel the leg is so tired. Rest, walk away from it, and do it again the next day when you feel you're ready for it. And keep going and keep going. So, shall we do the other side? So left leg, please. And then circle. And the reason why I can go the whole way through like this, because I do this one a lot of time before. So it's not because I better than you or anything, or you're not good at all, nothing about it. It takes a little bit time, practice, draw it small, rest when you need to. And eventually we're building our resilience, the strength that we need, by using moving and aware of what we're moving and breathing, and keep tuning in into your body actual experiencing. What do you feel? What do you notice? Reversing. And keep zoom in and zoom out. So zoom in into the knee movement, but at the same time zoom out through the whole body. What do you notice? What else also moving? How well it's moving? Noticing that. And then rest when you need. Just full rest. And then when you're ready, lift the right knee off the floor. So this time both knees will move. How can we do this when we're sitting? So left hand on the left knee, right hand on the right knee. You get hold of that. So as you drawing the circle outward, which is the right knee go out to the right, and a little bit going down, and as it go toward the left, you let the left knee, left leg falling inward, outward a bit, and then the right knee going in. So there is a movement of both hip joint in the and both leg in a way that it can move. So your hand on the left hand is more for connecting, for connection. And if you lie down on the floor, this is a movement of rolling to one side and rolling to the other side. And if we are sitting, we are rolling on our sit bone, which is quite nice. A good exercises for the sit bone and the pelvic floor and the lower belly. So allow yourself everything connecting together. Everything can move. And you're circling. And then try the other side, please. So left hand on the left knee. So your left hand go outward. Go down a bit, and as it go toward the right, let the right leg falling a little bit toward the right. So the connection between both knees and both legs through the pelvis, both hip joints through the pelvis. And sometimes, I have to take it over, but if you slow down a little bit, you will feel the movement translate from one hip joint to the other through the pelvis a little bit more clearer. And reverse, if you fancy it. And please come to full rest. I want to turn the chair face toward you actually. I miss seeing you guys rather than it to turn to the side. So just for now, have a little rest here. Full rest in your own style. See what you notice. And when you feel time right for you, we will go back into the standing and we go back into walking. See what happens. So in your own way, in your own style, when you're ready, slowly standing up. And then take a couple steps in walking. What do you notice? It's the quality of your walking, how you carry your pelvis, how do you carry your spine, how do you carry your head in your walking, your eyes. And if you stand, noticing what's happening, the way how you stand, what's happening to your posture. Is there any changing in your posture? Or what's happening in your breathing? And after this, the best thing to do, if you can, just go for a good walk and see what happens. Thank you so much for joining in, and I look forward to see you in the next one, which is lesson 2 for this course.